here to teach us, I learn, just speak on a few different things. The message today is there are regulators in this life, and then there are warriors in this life, right? Now, you as the chosen one, you are the warrior, okay? You are the warrior in this life. A lot of what you're going to encounter and deal with in your everyday life as you're elevating, as especially if you're developing in spiritual gifts, you're gonna really have to battle with those who have a regulator spirit, right? People who like to regulate others, people who like to control, people who like to use doctrine even at times to control you as the chosen one. Okay? There are people who simply want to dictate your life in every area of your life, even when it comes to Christ. Believe it or not, this is just the truth. This is what God has revealed to me. You as the chosen one, you're somebody that sticks to yourself. You work on yourself. You're more so focused on your personal relationship with God than doing the whole show, of church and all these other things. You're very to yourself. Just handle your business like a warrior does. You keep your head down. You do the inner work necessary with God. You do all you can do. You mind your business. You don't butt into other people's stuff, what they got going on. And this is what's going to cause regulators, or aka narcissists, however you want to put it, to come and try to dictate everything about you. These people feel as if they have more authority in life due to a status quo, due to a financial status, due to a spiritual status in life. Even these people will come into your life and begin to try to regulate everything about you. I'm learning, man. You're going to learn this too, if you haven't already, that most of this walk, most of this journey is literally about you not having contentment or peace or happiness in your life. Okay, the devil wants to use people to make you feel like that there's something wrong with you keeping to yourself, have a warrior type mindset, and just really trying to build, okay, for not only, generations after you, yourself, but for others and for God. There's nothing wrong with being a warrior, right? But these regulators out here will make you feel like there's something wrong with you when you are not doing what they feel like you need to do, even if it's positive. Okay. Control is witchcraft. Okay. If someone wants to control you, even if it's in a positive way and they're overbearing about it, people that you may come in contact with, even spiritually, they can make you feel, like you are wrong for having peace in your life or taking a day off, relaxing, not studying this crap too much. You know what I mean? Letting your mind be at ease. Whatever, they find anything and everything, chosen one. Okay. When you are a warrior, when you are somebody who's introverted, somebody who sticks to yourself, you help wherever you can. You just do what you do, man. You don't do it for outward validation. A lot of these people are outward validation based. Okay. A lot of these people want you to become something that could be what God is telling you not to be, right? Or somebody, people just really want to mold you. They want to be God in your life, right? Don't let them do this. Okay. The one thing that is one of the biggest differences between you as the chosen one and your enemies and those that you have to face every day is your heart posture. Okay. People who have a regulatory spirit, people who are regulators, do not have the same heart posture as you do. Okay. Your heart posture is pure. You have pure intentions. You're somebody who doesn't plot, plan, scheme. You're not a nosy person. You don't butt into people's business. You don't try to dictate and regulate other people. That's what these people do. And God knows your heart posture. That's why you are blessed the way you are, chosen one. That's why you do have the warfare you have at times. That's why you have the resistance you have at times, because these people know your life testifies to these people. They know that you have a better heart than they do. And that's just the truth. Okay. At the end of the day, we're all sinners. We're all wicked at best, according to the word of God. I know this. But at the end of the day, your heart posture is pure. It's more pure than these people. You're not going around trying to regulate other people's lives. You're not trying to, dictate everything about them, even if it's for a positive reason. Okay. That's very narcissistic in a lot of ways. And you as the chosen one don't operate like this. God knows this about you. This is why you're favored the way you are. This is why you have a lot of envy the way you, a lot of envy and jealousy that you have to face. because these people know at the end of the day, they don't want to admit that they don't like you. I mean, they don't want to admit that they like you, that they respect you. They'll never admit it, but they do. They know your heart. You know, they've come up against you time and time again. They know your heart. They know who you are deep down. And a lot of the times it causes people to self reflect, like I've said before. And people run away from guilt, man. When they even begin to feel conviction at times, people of this world, people who have, regulatory spirits, people who want to regulate, people who want to constantly deflect and all this stuff. Anytime they feel guilt, conviction, shame, any of that, they are masters at turning that into something that is um negative, right? Blame shifting. They are masters at taking that feeling, and instead of sitting with that and accepting it and taking accountability, they start to project it onto others around them. Okay, and you as the chosen one are going to be one of those people. You know what I mean? These people also know, a lot of people in your life know your testimony. They know that you've endured more than they have. You know, you went through certain things that they couldn't even begin to fathom going through, and that convicts them. You know, that does convict them. And when you begin to share your testimony, even at times, you may have shared your testimony, and people could even think that you were lying or making it up or whatever the case may be, because some of the stuff that you've endured, chosen one, it sounds like it's straight out of a movie or a book. And people want to regulate, you know, everything about you, including your light, your story, your testimony. They don't want that shine to happen. They don't want God to get the glory. They don't realize that's what it is. They think that you're the one getting the glory from sharing your story, but that's not what we do this for, right? We do this for, them to hear what God can do and all he's done for you and all he's doing for each and every one of us. A lot of these people are carnal about it. They have a competition mindset. I've already done a message regarding there's literally people who compete, competition and suffering, right? There's people who make suffering competitive, who has the harder life and harder story and all this stuff, man. And it's not about that. A lot of people want to regulate you at all times, even in the spirit realm, like I said, and even if it's for positive reasons. You'll have other fellow believers and Christians making you feel like you're not doing the right thing or whatever the case may be. The enemy can operate through them for you being reserved to yourself. You're not like the rest. You're set apart. You're different. You're chosen. You're on a narrow path. You have a one-on-one relationship with the Most High God. You mind your business. You do what you do, and people envy that about you, man. You know, some of the most anointed people on this planet spend 90 to 95% of their time in the presence of God alone. Okay, there's a lot of people on this planet that simply can't do that. They can't sit alone in the presence of God for too long, because that gets them to start having to self-reflect. It gets them to start having to take accountability. It gets them to have to sit with self, right? And early on in your walk, or even in my walk, this was something I had to learn. These people will never learn it. Instead of sitting with self, they like to regulate others, make you feel bad for having a breakthrough in life or having peace or having contentment or not, um, going about life the way they want you to go about it. They get jealous of the anointing, and I'm just speaking facts. I wish it wasn't this way. I don't want people jealous of me. I know you don't want people jealous of you. You don't do anything you do to cause people to have this strife and this jealousy and this envy in you. You do what you do because you are instructed by God to do it, or it's a passion, or it's part of your purpose, or it's just something you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And these people are very outward competition mindset based. They feel like the favor over your life is not deserving. They want to regulate God's favor over your life, God's blessings, your talents, your anointing, your gifting, who you are spiritually, everything, man. And a lot of these people are Christians, not all, but a lot of these people are Christians. And it's just a sad reality. And God showed me, these are the Pharisees in this time. You will know them by their fruit. Anybody that makes you feel this type of way wants to regulate you, wants to regulate your relationship with God, wants to tell you who, what, when, where, why, how you shouldn't, constantly putting pressure on you doing this stuff. This is of the enemy, man. And you remain a warrior, chosen one. You're going to remain a warrior at all times. And they know this, you know, um, a lot of us are solo. We have one or two, three people in our life that we trust and we communicate with. And outside of that, we remain in the presence of the Most High alone, and we walk this walk and work out our own salvation and do all we can to get right before God and help others any way we can. These people expect you. They have expectations of you, right? And when you don't meet those expectations, they really begin to show their true colors in life. Even your spiritual folk, your Christians, all these different people, man, it's a very gritty game. I'm learning the hardest ways. You can go out and just feel people trying to make you feel bad for smiling, for being at peace, for not thinking in, too deep today. They want you to constantly be thinking deep and constantly studying and doing all this stuff. And it's just 24/7. Like, you're not allowed to have a break. You're not allowed to enjoy your blessings in life. You're not allowed to smile. You're not allowed to be happy. You're not allowed to have fun. These are the narcissistic regulators in your life, right? And it's the sad reality of the state of the church and everything that we're in right now. A lot of these churches and stuff, they operate from these spirits, and they don't even realize it at times. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. You, as a warrior, like I said, you spend most of your time in that potent place, that secret place. You pray for people behind scenes. You do what you do. You fast behind scenes. You don't do it for show. You don't do it for clicks and likes and all these different things. And that's what these people do. You know, a lot of people are competing with you, and you're not even in competition, man. You know what I mean? The anointing is going to cause jealousy. Your discernment is A1. They cannot get over on you anymore. They can't run games on you anymore. This pisses them off. So they try to regulate you, try to intimidate you, try to make you cower, make you feel like you're outnumbered. You are outnumbered, but at the end of the day, you have the most high on your side. These people know this at the end of the day. Like I said, they don't want to admit that they actually respect you and like you, but they do deep down. It's just a pill that they hate to swallow because it forces them to self reflect and have to begin to work on self. And they don't ever want to do that. These people are very narcissistic. Keep praying for your enemies regardless. The message is remain a warrior, pray for your enemies out here, man. I love you guys. Smash that like button if this message helped you in any type of way. You know, um, just leave a comment, whatever. Anything and everything helps when it comes to these platforms. If you can go stream my music, like I said, Spotify, Apple Music. My latest album, Hidden Hills, is out. It's a great album, man. I don't even like my own music at times, but this album right here is something special. If you haven't heard it yet, I pray you do listen to it and it blesses you. Say a prayer for your brothers out there, man. Say a prayer for your sisters. Say a prayer for yourself. You already know what it is, man. Until next time, it's your boy, King Justice.
Appreciate you, King Justice.
Hey parents, summer.
Just found out about you today, right? Like, never listened to your music, never till today, right? Really, never heard of you, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you speaking. Um, it's like I needed you. What's your name again? King Justice. Yeah, to speak it for me, right? Kind of like Aaron and like Moses. Kind of like Aaron and Moses, right? I talk like I'm from the country in Nazareth, right? I talk like I'm from the hood and the country hood. I think our accent is what it is, no matter if we from Scotland and we moved to California. Um, I think we'll still have that Scottish accent or that land or that accent of our mothers and fathers. I didn't know I talked country until I started playing video games online, and they would say I sound country. I didn't know I sound country. I thought I thought the one that sound country. Feel good, be a country boy. Like, that's what I thought was country, but I probably sound like that. Feels good to be a country boy. It probably still sound the same though. Feel good, be a country boy. Like, it probably still sound the same though. I don't feel it sound the same. It feels good to be a country boy. Feel like it's my voice, of course, right? But I'm putting some emphasis on it. I'm putting boy, feel good, be country, feel good. Like, instead of OOD, I say GUD. Gwid, it feel gwid, be country boy. Living that life, the life that you live is that life to live. Where else would one be but where one is in truth? Is where he find out they call him. He's truly being whatever label they have, title. That's why I can see the darkness of the world, people, supervisors, or supervising people or supervising people. He call them regulators. Feel it looks like to me it is though. It looked like in those days or the movie. I ain't see it back then, which is back then now, right? But in the movie, it'd be a brother that worked with the horseman, the man that ride the horse, and he'd be regulating. Um, I want to say his own kind, but then again, he could be made to regulate like remote control. Like he made to regulate remote control, he not just probably not his will. Could the stress, the the the, the attempts on his well being, um, the the thinking, the feeling of think you comprehend, or the feeling of comprehension, to tell yourself with the ones that remote control, the supervisor, period. Like even if he willingly be the supervisor, I feel, and he's not willingly, he just feels he should do it to feed his family, or only doing it to do something called survive. It still was attempt on his well being. Like it's still that whether he agrees to it or he don't. So you pray for your enemies, right? You pray for them because once you see the understanding of how to spell languages, and you can feel through yourself that you think you comprehend, and you'll tell yourself, um, Mama say, pick up the litter in the yard, and you'll pick up all the litter you see, but it was like a little plastic fork in the grass you could barely see, but you probably seen it though, right? And since it was so small or something, I'm using me. It was so small. I ain't think it was considered to be big litter that litter, right? Big enough litter to pick up or a straw, right? And I just skipped over the straw and the plastic fork and got the big pieces. And Mama say, Get the rest of that litter, right?" So I told myself what picking up the litter was through. I think I comprehend my mama. So I kind of get how supervisors or supervisors, regulators, um, how they think they comprehend. I feel like I get it. they they comprehend how to be a supervisor. They don't claim it. No, to me they do claim it though, because it's not what you are saying, right? It's what's in your heart, and what's in your heart, from what I'm seeing, is you claim to be a supervisor of other laborious folks, other folks that labor and heavy laden, right? He use his words, right? I get it. I get it now. Well, you can use these words of the Bible, and it's fine. Like it's why he gave it to me. He knew I was gonna pick up the the language, the part of the language that's, um, I guess, messed up. I'm used that, and he'll give me the words to say once I figure out that I'm understanding how to spell. He give me the words to say, so I don't. Uh, Hopefully, though, I have. I feel I maybe have, but say it's a mess, right? Like, um, but I get why his word written like that, and you can share with a person, um, a mess that don't sound messy. because the Bible said it this way, and it's like can't really debate that, right? Can't nobody really debate what the Bible say, what Jesus say, or it's like you can't really debate the way the Bible says it. When I put it in my own words, it's a debate, even though I'm feeling the same way what the Bible says. But because I chose a messy way or a mess to say it, it's like it can be debated by others, supervisors especially only really only supervisors going around finding people that's not working. Period. What I mean by not working, um, he not English and he talk messy. He just copying everybody, um, which can lead to not knowing how to talk to a woman, right? Or it can lead to not um, keeping a job. It can lead to all those things that a lot of supervisors can find um, a person not working. Um, literally, literally, supervisors surrounded by supervisors, bro, superintendents, and regulators surrounded by them. Especially when you're trying to stay lane or you trying to stay in what people call lane. When you're trying to stay in the lameness or you're trying to stay in love, it's like you're gonna have a lot of supervisors. Basically, what the brother King Justice was saying, you're gonna have a lot of supervisors when you're trying to stay in love. If the world don't hate you, you're probably not with Jesus. I can't say who. So regulators, supervisors, I feel the world like them. The world love them. I feel they is the world. They is the same one. Cause the world that I never seen or paint, the paintings I seen is paint. But these regulators and supervisors in real time, regulating and supervisor, following orders. I wonder who did they see? Did they see someone in real life in the world? I say no, cause the world is paint. The world is a bunch of paintings and arts and a bunch of arts and paints and idols, characters, and the world always been that. So I feel ain't no one taught them how to supervise. They made it up by thinking they comprehend the world. They made up how to be supervised. That's why some of them don't claim to be supervised. So I tell them, you a supervisor. No, I'm not, is what they say, right? But I know that's God gave me the words to say, right? So he say supervisor. So I said it, and they ain't gonna be able to see what you're saying, Wayne, because they don't call it supervisor. They can't hear it. They can't hear you calling them. I mean, you see them as a supervising spirit, person that go around supervising the less fortunate, the ones that don't work. If birds could talk English, you'll find birds not working. They'll find birds not working if birds could talk English. They'll even find them. I be asking them, would you just think about like where you get these skills from on how to locate less fortunate people. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but you can obviously see, right? But I don't know. It's like you need to get up. You want to be stuck, almost like a coach or something. You need to get up. You want all that stuff what you down there with. You you should just guard it. You should supervise it. But they probably don't see you like I ain't no coach. You know, you tell them they like a coach or something. I ain't no coach. I'm like, that's what it feel like. Cause they can't hear me telling them they got a coaching position or they got. But you agree for the coach. You agree for the supervisor too. But some of them you don't agree for. They just pop up supervisor. Just pop up out of nowhere supervising a job. Like it's almost like it's like you got to be getting paid all the supervising you doing. Cause it look like a job. They like they be like, I keep telling you, Wayne, you don't listen to me. You're down there, and you keep because you want to be down there. You need God and only God. This how they be talking to me for real. The same for y'all that don't care. It's for those that might happen to stumble across it, because it's only for them that stumble across. So sometimes the supervisor be like, I made you get on YouTube. I made you get on there and talk about what you go through. Sometimes the supervisor claim that too. So I'm okay with it. It ain't for you, or it is because you made it right. But it's for those that gonna stumble across it that get it. Go to well, you know truth. How to say it to you in English? I don't know. No, we got grass and weeds, but we call all the weeds grass. They out there cutting the grass. They cutting the weeds too. Got like 100 different plants in the grass, bro. But we call it all grass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Truth in our face. And all them plants, that's great. Probably got like three, four, five different grasses, all kind of dandelions, weeds, plantain, clovers. It's all we all call it grass because it's in your face. Truth in your face. Supervisor. So I love them and I do pray for them. Lord, no, bro, if God don't wake them up right, they gonna be supervising folks all their life, bro. Literally, man. Always knowing how to regulate. Always know how to find a dog know how to find another dog not working. They call it dominate. So some sisters come to dominate me. We're a dominatrix, right? Want to pull that little stick thing in their chains and all that leather they got on. I don't want no dominatrix. Talking about bendo, man. Whatever. Talking about let me spank child, boo. You don't sit your false supervising donkey down. Some of them handicapped themselves, right? Handicapped people knowing how to get on handicapped people, bro. This stuff crazy. There's some handicapped folks out here supervising other handicapped. Literally. Bruh. What the- Bruh. Lay. Okay, I'm gonna keep you lay down with. I'm gonna keep it to myself, but I'm gonna say you lay down with, and then that's it. But that's it right there. Whatever. Y'all can fill in the blank. Bruh, trying to be my dictionary for real. Like for real. You really trying to be my dictionary, huh? Why can't get right, can't get right. Cause I don't hear I don't I don't hear what you hear. I ain't tell myself that. I ain't tell myself that. Hey, that's why I ain't gonna never be able to get right in your way of seeing, supervisor. Especially I don't agree for you to supervise me. That's the thing about it. I ain't never signed. Well, I probably did. I don't know. But since it was probably under duress, right? But since I don't feel I did, and I'm not right now either. I don't agree with that. But maybe somewhere in there I did. I don't know. I don't agree to you supervising me. You will always be at work. That's why you look like you got a job. Because I don't agree to your supervision. That's why I look like you going to work to me. To me, it look like you working hard to supervise me. Mm-hmm. Look like a job to me. Why waste your time supervising somebody and ain't agree? And if you're not getting paid, right? If you're not getting, why waste your time supervising somebody? But they don't call it supervision. You know, they call it they tied. That's what they call it. I don't know what that means though. But you could be tied like tied to a job. See what I'm saying? You could be tied to a job. Hey, they probably saying the same thing. They tied. Don't sound like a RB in the word. Sound like tied. They tied. You know, sound like ain't no R in that word. Like they saying they tied. Sound like they saying tied. They probably saying tired. But it sound like they saying tied. They tied now. Tied to what? What you tied to? Man, who knows? But the thing the person be telling you, like you thinking, I assume they saying they tired when they saying they tied. Sound like you could be you tied to a job and you telling me. I don't know though, because I'm wondering why you keep going to work and you ain't getting paid. Like you tired. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You, I assume you tired, but no, you tired. Now whatever. Sound like you could very well telling me, Wayne. I'm telling you, I'm tired. Okay, you on your job. You on your job. Well, it's like it got to tell you, like knowing how to spell and artificial flavors, and it's like the world got to tell you that we're entertaining, like we're entertainers, and it's like the ones that I guess the world sends, right? They got to tell you they tired. You supposed to assume they saying they tired, I guess. Well, it sound like they tired. They tired to something. I don't know though. What you tired to? I'm asking. Sitting here waiting on them, one of them to say they tired right now. So I know they don't watch my videos. The ones that tired, they probably do though. I can't say they don't. Getting a little scoop on how Wayne work and stuff. So he gonna ask me, am I tired when I'm tired too? When I tell him I'm tired. And I'm getting prepared for who knows. But I'm still gonna ask you though, cause it sounds like you saying you tired. So, I don't need to be wondering why you tired. And you ain't tired at all. Ain't no getting tired. You feel? So I tell them, ain't no getting tired, which which is I'm removing you being tired. You trying to tie up to something, or you probably is tied to something, and I'm untying it. Ain't no tired. Ain't no getting tired. Removing your binding. That's how they make mummies, right? They make mummies. That's why I talk. The thing they don't want me to talk, right? Because Wayne be able to hear stuff that he's saying. Yep, those bindings of tied people, people that's tied, wrapping you in bindings like mummy. And to them, you is um, a black person, and they tie you up like they wrapping me up. They tied in bindings, wrapping me like a mummy in the spirit. And I'm connecting these dots, man, because I see it. I see those wrappings. I see you wrapping up my spirit when you tied. And you very well telling me you're a mummy, you're a, what they call them, mummy physician or whatever. They got another name for it. But you're a mummy physician. You know how to wrap up uh, the less fortunate stuff. You know how to wrap them up in bindings in the spirit, being tied. Ain't no getting tied. Remove those bindings. Sound like Lazarus. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they don't want you talking, Wayne. I see. When you start connecting dots, hearing yourself, and hearing you. I be sitting here listening to you. Like, Wayne, you don't know what's going on. Like, what is these people doing? Like, what y'all doing? They talking about you know what we doing. I'm like, I don't know. But the one in me telling me, Wayne, they on your donkey. They like wild dogs chewing your out, chewing your ass out. Just like how they say it all the time. They get chewed out. She chewed it. You feel. And they put the word in there too, because they in the spirit, they is like wild dogs that go for the rear, chewing your ass out, chewing your donkey with the one they call stupid. See, he telling me, Wayne, that don't know. I ain't know, like they chewing my donkey. Yeah, in the spirit, they eating your donkey. They chewing your ass out. And they'll tell you. That's what that's why I can show it to you, Wayne, because they're telling you. You supposed to blind yourself. Think they talking street knowledge and stuff. Thinking they you supposed to think they talking slang. You made slang, Wayne. Okay. So you think they talking slang, figure of speech. You think they figure of speech it. I mean it is that though. But no, they telling you. They call you stupid, they calling you donkey. Or you a nice man, what they would call stupid. You want to stay with women that treat you wrong. They'll call you stupid. A donkey. And they'll chew you out for that, which is your AS. They don't want me talking. Like, it's not you they don't want talking. They don't want me talking. It's not against you. It's against me. I got you. I call myself me. Yeah. It look like it's you, right? But you don't know what's going on. I mean, you see it, but what it's called in English, you don't know. They gonna tell you, no. Well, they could be saying KNOW, Wayne. And you saying you're chasing me. They say no, I'm not. And they, like a knot. You tie a knot in a string, and you and they could be saying KNOW. I'm KNOT. They could be saying no, I'm not. Or they is saying no, I'm not. Like it's telling you, but you slanging it. Which school you went to? You slanging that, and they telling you went to which school? They telling you, no, I'm not. So it could be they saying you know, but I'm a not, right? Like I'm a KNOT. What they saying? Mm-hmm. No, they not. Kick, KIK. No, I'm not, right? KIK, kick. They kick. See how it all fall together? Yeah. Only you could do this, guy. Only you could, where it's gonna automatically just fall within itself. Like my life is rich, and it feel like they kicking you in the spirit too, don't they? Yep, because they know I'm not. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing, man. When you let me do all the talking. They call you Wayne. They call the one doing all the talking Wayne. They act as if they don't know when they was stealing something. They heard a voice telling them don't do it. When they was wanting revenge, they heard a voice inside of them saying don't do it. They trying to act like they don't know. It's someone else that's telling them don't don't go that way. Don't step in that mud. They trying to act like they don't know that he got a lot of things to say. And he inside of everyone. Don't step in the mud, bro. He inside of all of you. You don't see him stepping in that mud, do you? No, because they hear him. People ain't stupid. Things they do is stupid. They not stupid. They saying no, I'm not. They probably don't even know the thing telling it on them, right? They they don't know because they letting the thing talk for them, Wayne. And you say you or your father the devil because the one that's talking for them is of the father, their father, the devil. They letting that other thing talk. The supervisor spirit, the watchful spirit, the monitoring spirit. They letting that one talk for them, and they sitting there listening to him cover their donkey and cover their ways, and they sitting there listening to him. He the one don't want me to talk, man. Hmm. Yeah, that monitoring spirit, that thing you call them that thing. That thing don't want me talking. That thing know it's not you or it's you. Just like Your God have a chosen people. Their God have a chosen people, and He talked for them. The one told them, "Don't care." The don't carer. The don't carer is Him. When you cross over to that don't care life, you can hear the don't carer talk to you. Yeah, yeah. The don't carer had you all kind of foolishness, telling you erase your memory. Even though you're foolish today, erase it. And then it's a new day tomorrow. You will not surely change color. And then it's a new day tomorrow. Then you do some more foolishness. You can erase and do some more don't care stuff. And before they know it, their whole life gonna be erased in darkness. But I see it in the light though. I see it. But their whole life gonna be erased in darkness. What some would call zombies. They in a don't care stage of life, a don't care state. And they caring heart has been suppressed or pushed down. And they got the don't carer standing up for them. It's all gonna fall into place, Wayne. It is. Because you wrote it. You wrote it. You wrote it. So this how you know what you know. Because you love one. You are love. Say what? You are love. I am. Yeah. You are love. You are the beginning of love. You are my being. You are love itself. They don't thing and them don't like you or you. It's gonna all fall into place, man. You ain't moving because they say move. You moving because God said everything you do, Father do. Everything Father do, you do. You're not moving because they say it. That's why they promotes that don't like you even more. They call you hard head. They call it your donkey gonna be soft. You got a hard head, your donkey gonna be soft. Yeah, with much wisdom comes much stuff. Comes soft. You're hard headed, you're gonna have a soft heart. Hearted AS. You're gonna have a soft AS. When you're hard headed with the world, you're gonna have a soft hearted AS. And they're gonna always wanna insert their dictionary in your soft hearted AS until the coming of the Son of Man, or they call it revelation. And that's when they're gonna realize they've been using another man's dictionary. Y'all be using another man's dictionary. Don't want to leave yourself out one. Yeah. Well, you already see it. Yeah. It's all. It can be shameful, huh? It can. But it's written. How else would people know they're using another man's dictionary if one of you didn't know or realize, yeah, and allow me to speak it. Now you get all that nasty, why that stuff, that nasty stuff looked the way it looked, because it was nasty from the jump. It was already nasty. The language, the nasty language, dynasty, dynasty, the nasty language, the dynasty. I mean dynasty, the nasty, same thing. Dynasty era, the nasty era, same thing. One day you was gonna get it, Wank. I was telling you then. You see that word nasty and dynasty? Yep. It got something to do with nasty. But you're educated and you want to think stuff is cute. You want to think that, they put this extravagant stuff with dynasty and you feel like it ain't got nothing to do with the nasty. Even though you see it say the nasty. The fourth, the nasty, or the fourth dynasty. The third, the nasty. The third, the nasty. The third dynasty. You'll get it later. Like right now, when you're getting it, you'll get it later. You couldn't get it then. I showed it to you, but you didn't get how it was the nasty. For one, you think you like that stuff. When you think you like something, it's like it's hard to come out of it. When you think you like something, you probably one day realize you never liked. So the dictionary was already placed on your mind, right? Yeah. So you later on seen images or involved yourself in ideas, um, and you see where it come from. Where you based in nasty, you based in the dynasty, you could end up the dynasty, like for real. When you because you basting in it, right? Like you marinating, and the scent or the flavor of the dynasty is in you. Yeah. Yeah, so you're permeating like that onion in your refrigerator, get inside of your water and your Kool-Aid and your stuff. It's just like that. You're based in dynasty or dictionary. And you end up, with dictionary on your mind, right? Like, yeah. So you can see how people one day will be doing it in the flesh. Yeah, because they already doing it in the spirit. Yeah. Y'all have oral speeches in groups. Yeah. So one day you can have oral groups in the flesh. Literally, because you're based in it. It's already dynasty. It's already dictionary. It's already AAS and BUT. It's already that. It was that from the start. Dictionary magic. Yeah. In and out magic. Up and down magic. Wrong or right. Tree of the knowledge of good or evil. Um, yeah. All that magic. Greater than, less than magic. Um, all that the whole system is magic. Coca Cola, Pepsi Cola, whichever one team you choose, up or down, right? It's magic. You're laying down on the ground and you call the air above you the sky. When you're standing up, you forget that you're standing in the sky. You're standing up with your head in the sky. That the ground and the sky touch each other. You call it in a horizon where you can see it, because people can't see it where they standing. They forgot that, oh, this is the horizon I'm standing on. Yeah, you're standing on the horizon right now. You're already on the hill. So they think when they standing up that the ground is not the sky or the sky is not down there. But if you lay on the ground and look up in the sky is anywhere above your eyesight, y'all consider it the sky. And anywhere below it, even though you're standing up and laying down, you feel like it's a separation of sky touching the ground, what you literally see. That you walk through the sky or your feet walk on the ground and your head move through the sky. If your feet had eyes, your feet would say your head is in the sky. So people under spells, man. Truth in y'all face, man. It is something that something came and planted seeds amongst the wheat. By your power, God, it came and planted those seeds. And one day everyone will be herded, or every knee will bow, and everyone be herded to truth, good and evil. So this how you weed out good and evil in our heart. Yeah, because you can save all people. It's the thing. It's them things. Forgive them, Father, for they not know what they do. You already know, God, that who all is saved. Whether they know they saved or not. Then it seems like you making it where ain't no one to listen to but you. Because we going on our own understanding leads us to just false comprehension, um, false understanding. It's like all things will be revealed or is revealed, but it's to that one that it's revealed to, because the one is that one that can hear God. All is that one. You see how they be chopping them onions up and don't cut their fingers off and stuff. Yeah, yeah, they can hear. They can hear God. How they putting their meats in the freezer and stuff. They got sense, man. They know the difference between a lame or less fortunate and a great fortunate, I guess. Such a thing as that stuff, right? Like I get you. They know who under their feet. You say it to you that way. They know them soon as they see them, and they know who ain't under their feet soon as they see them. Ask them. Ask them what they do to the police. You already have, though, Wayne. Yeah, because you know I'm already telling you. For one, when you over there with them, you already know. Wayne, what you do with the police, Wayne? No. Yeah, you already know. So what they're saying that we know how to find the less fortunate. Yeah, which is you got sense. You know that's him. They know it's you, Wayne. That's under their feet. Why they don't do what they say? Ask them what they do with their mom. What they gonna say, Wayne? That's my mama. Like you saying something so amazingly crazy. Like it's just so amazingly crazy. Like why would I treat my mama how I treat you? Like you it's like it's amazing to them. Crazy, crazily amazing. Like that's stupid. Like I got sense enough. When ask them, do they got sense enough not to do that with their mom? You feel me? Yeah, they got sense. They ain't stupid. They know who they see. Because if they was Wayne, they would just do it with random people, just anyone, just period. Now they know who to choose. Indians, full-blooded Cherokees and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how to hunt. It's in their blood. They know how to hunt. They done turned it on the wrong people. They done use their hunting skills for lames and the less fortunate, handicapped people. You know they gonna try to make it like you're not what you is, Wayne. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trying to act like they don't see, cause they know that's the one that's lame. It's the one. They know it. Like the guy was saying, you want to love us, right? It's like you want to love us, Wayne, and they don't like that. It's crazy. Yeah, yep. They don't want to be loved. Oh yeah, no, they don't want to be loved. Don't they love, right? You know they made a song on that. Yeah, you still love them. You still love your enemy. Yeah, because you know it's not them. They being used by the seed that was planted. A don't care seed, and it grew into a big old tree called don't care. The don't care seed was planted amongst them, and they decided not to care, and that it started grew into a big old tree inside of them. All kind of don't care stuff flowing through their veins that they ignore is growing. We all gonna be crying gnashing our teeth, Wayne. I see it. I see it. We so fake English that we living like we for real English, bro. Like it's like our whole life is fake, bro. Like I thought of our life is fake. Don't care probably ain't even in our original language. We probably don't even have a word for don't care or care because we don't have a word for don't care. We probably don't have a word for that in our language. Like it's probably no such thing. But since we in another man's dictionary, we we assume that shoot, I guess this is in there. We can use that. Call it be what you want to be. Where they doing what they will to do. Mind evil day and night. That they will to do don't care. So of course it's gonna be evil day and night. They're gonna be the lawless ones, which is the lightless ones, or loveless ones. They became the loveless ones, the lawless ones, or light, lightless ones. The tree of um, don't care then grew into a big old tree inside of them, and it's blocking out all the light. It's blocking them from seeing the light through all them branches of don't care. All them branches of not caring is blocking light from them. That tree would bear no fruit. Well, I seen the tree and I was hungry. I was hungry and seen the fig tree. And I figured I'd go over there and get some fruit off of it, but it didn't have none. So I said this tree will not stand another day, right? So this tree will wither and go away. For it don't bear fruit. It will bear no fruit. It's a tree of not caring that's made of figures, or a figure. It's made of figurement, a figure of speech. It's made of figs, or it's a fig tree, a figure tree. That sound almost like a class in school, figure tree, like geometry, arithmetic, or figurematic, figure tree. Thank you, Father, for these words is for those that can receive it. Thank you for your greatness. Thank you for your love. Thank you for loving me. I come to you because I'm heavy laden, and I take your yoke off of me, for your yoke is light. Your yoke is light. Your yoke is easy. Your burden is light. Following your word to cut through all deception like a knife. Your word is a sword. It's like a sword that cut through all deception. And it's like a seed with that grows to be big and strong and abundant in fruit. It's like a hammer against the potter's clay that that breaks down the pottery and forms it into a new creature. Your word is truth itself. If we put the Bible on our lap and don't read it, it's in your word that we will put the Bible on our lap and not read it. Because your word is truth. Truth is your word itself. So if we full of manure, it's true in your word. If we righteous, it's true in your word. Because truth is your word. Stay in love. Stay in love. That anything I can give you, I give you to ask you to stay in love. Because you care to hear God. Don't care us ignore God. I was over there. I tried to be a don't carer. I say try because I really did care. I was a fake don't carer. Trying to straddle the fence, I'm trying to care and not care at the same time. Foolishness, basically, just foolishness. So when you don't care, I know you ignore the one that's making sense. Then it's like you don't want the other one to win or something. So you don't make no more sense than you started with. You just keep not making sense. Trying to have your own vengeance and stuff. Thinking you comprehend this language. And you gain scales on your eyes. And you become a judger. Or you become like God. Or not God, but like a copycat. Well, he will not be mocked. So you can't be like it, right? So um but you act as a judger, right? With those scales on your eyes, thinking you comprehend a language that's not yours. It's shameful, Wayne, what the wicked do. They don't want to stand up and say this ain't their language, and they sitting here talking about their ears working. They can hear people talking, and it ain't even their language. It's shameful. They don't want to stand up and face it that they possibly understand how to spell, does it say understand how to spell? They possibly is underspells. They don't want. It's shameful. They want this English language to do what it do inside of them. It's stupid, but they want it. They want the junk that they told themselves what was junk was. And they find out somebody talking junk and they'll grab it, what they told themselves. They'll grab it and it's like and they'll blame the other person for what they taught themselves what junk talking is. Junkyard talk, junkyard dog talk and um, junkyard dog and junk food talk. And they turned it into something offensive inside of themselves. It's all foolishness. They hurting their own feelings. They told themselves what junk talk is, Wayne. How they know how to find it? They told themselves what salt and pepper is. That's how they know how to find it. They told themselves what junk talking is, because they know how to find it. They talking junk to themselves. Yeah. Because it could be junk food talk. Yeah. Why are you upset about some junk food talk? I don't know. I don't know. Exactly. You could turn it into something else though. A dumpster full of junk or trash, a junkyard. You could turn it into something that feels like, oh man, I know you ain't talking junkyard. Like, you could turn it into that if you want to. Yeah. Yeah, Wayne, they turn junkyard into something to feel offended by. Wow. That's what underspells is. Foolishness. You telling yourself all kind of foolishness what stuff means. Like dog and heat, and you ain't even it. You ain't the dog and heat, but you react to it like it's you, and it's not you at the same. Lukewarm, hot and cold, not hot or cold or whatever. Lukewarm, in between. They're not the dog and heat, but they jump out like they the dog and heat. Like come here, puppy. They not the puppy, but they come here, puppy. Call them dog and heat, they come. It ain't even about that you're not the dog and heat. It's about you coming. You was called dog and heat. You was called that, right? Yeah. Okay, they called you and you come. It's sad, bro. You can't tell these people that I'm not it, but I'm reacting to it like I'm it. Hey, they ain't talking to you. Like, is they talking to you? Yeah, they called me a dog and heat. Are you a dog and heat? No, they ain't talking to you. Telling you, you follow the world, you'll end up in some foolishness, man. Thinking you comprehend this stuff. Thinking you know what you're doing. Thinking you know. It look like everybody done went crazy. Ain't no one saying nothing. Ain't no one saying anything. Ain't no banana. Where is it? Banana. Where is it? You might have some at your house though, but where's the banana? I don't know. Ain't one. Yeah, everyone just talking. We just found out how to make sounds, different sounds with our voice. Like I walk down the sidewalk and talk to some neighbors. Where the neighbors at? Or the sidewalk? You walked on it, Wayne. You talked to the neighbors? Yeah, I did, but as I tell it to you, where is it? I'm just talking. And you telling yourself over your education and your comprehension what it mean what I'm telling you the whole time. People don't want to take their place no more. They want to blame others in the garden, and you can't see when you blame it. You can't see you the one told yourself what a dog and heat is, or a good parent, or any of it. You told yourself what these words mean the whole time. But my mama told me, and then you told yourself on the inside. You write these marks down, you get an A. 1 plus 1 is 2. If you scribble this down, write it down, copy it from someone else, cheat or whatever to do it, then you telling yourself how to write these lines on this paper to get an A. You want to blame your mama. You want to blame your teacher. When you don't comprehend no one till you think you comprehend them. It's your teacher that gave you comprehension? Your mama gave you comprehension? I think the one that comprehend is comprehension itself. You telling yourself what your mama saying. They want to blame the teacher, bro. They want to blame the rap artists and the actors for their children or them watching people that's not there. All the actors and the rappers gonna say, I don't know you. You listen to my songs, you watched the movie I was in? I ain't know. They not lying to you. Ain't no one on that TV. Right? You say I was at home. And Tupac tell you I was at home. Man, I seen you on TV. When? Like 2 days ago. Man, I was at home. Bro, you ain't seen no Tupac on TV. People tell you the truth, you're gonna feel like, man, they don't care about us. Yeah, they tell you truth, you're gonna feel like they don't care about you. Michael Jordan tell you he don't know you. Man, but I've been wearing your shoes for like 20 years, bro. Like my shoes, man, my shoes been with me. It feel like he rude. Like, man, why he like that, bro? Like, bro, he telling you truth, bro. He don't know you, bro. It's sad, bro. You think you know these people, and you begging them to know you. They gonna tell you they ain't know you had watched their movie, bro. You did? You watched the movie I was in? Yeah, you did? And you blaming me for the TV you bought that your children seen, but you think it's me, but it's a TV, and you gonna blame them or the TV. Basically, you blaming the TV that you bought, that you brought into your home. You gonna ain't no one to blame but the TV. If you're gonna blame somebody, blame the TV, because ain't no Michael Jordan there. Shake his hand, tap him on the shoulder, and say, "Hey, I'm right here." So these people gonna have to do what? Blame the TV if they gonna blame somebody. They should be looking at Samsung and Panasonic instead of NWA. It should be blaming Panasonic. Why they make a TV where you think you see NWA doing messed up stuff? Ain't nobody on that TV doing anything, bro. Ain't no one stealing. Ain't no one borrowing. Ain't no one sharing. Ain't no one walking, driving. There's no one there. The world, the world had you thinking. Here, look, blame Tupac for not keeping it like his other album. Like here, blame Biggie for not staying in New York and it wouldn't happen then. Here, look, here, blame you feel what I'm saying? Blame the record company for not putting parental advisory on the cover. And the world will assist in your foolishness. It really will. It'll assist in you blaming. But in real life, I think Jerry Springer will tell you he don't know you. I think all them characters will tell you they don't know you with truth and not with no attitude. And but it might be with like, what the heck? Like, why are you talking to me like I know you? Like, not that they being rude towards you or something, but I'm sitting here watching your TV talking about you watching me. You feel me? But people use false information to accuse you. Why you say it's false? Because that person in that recording is not there. That's their TV. But they gonna say you said it because it's your voice on the recording and you recorded it. Yeah, but it's their device. It's their device that's saying it. They gonna blame me, but it's the device that's saying it to them. It's not me. I'm gonna tell them I don't know them. But I can see why they got to work all kind of intricate stuff to be able to use stuff against you because it ain't even you that they heard on the video. It's their device. You saying this ain't you, Wayne? Hey, I'm saying it's not me, man. It's a device. It sound like me, don't it? You did say you said that the dogs eating the AS and you said that you share BUT and you said the device said that. You think I said that? Did you? At home? I didn't say it with you. I didn't say it to you. Did I? Yeah. When? When I listened to your video. When you listen to your device play a video. That's amazing, bro. The word that stuff evil, bro. You could grab a video and say, "Hey, look, he did it." Like, and it's your device that's saying, I guess, telling you he did it, right? It's not him. That's why we didn't want this stuff, man. And when we came to this stuff before, TVs and stuff, in the days of Noah, and God showed us how messed up this stuff was, and we didn't want this stuff again. People people could try to or try going to use their devices to blame you and persecute you for their devices. Be able to judge you by a device that's not even you on the screen, but that is you. How is that me and I'm sitting right here? That's a screen. It looked like me, don't it? That's why we ain't want this stuff again. But we got tricked. We got tricked to think we wanted it. Don't know where you come from. You don't know where you go. History repeats itself. But now I'm gonna go ahead and check out and I'm gonna watch this video. I love you all, whoever got this far, and I pray that you stay in your truth and you stand where you stand in truth. Start reading in non-English or whatever language you know. Start reading it in non that language you know. Like, don't read it in the language you know. Just read it. Truth. And God will tell you. He's telling you the plant growing. He's telling you it ain't English. He's telling you it's a rock right there. He's telling you when you lift that rock up, the light is shining under that rock. So he's saying, I am there. So read it, not in English. Just read it. It's really that simple. I love y'all. Have a great life.